Welcome, Sports Tragics,
Welcome.
Couch Potatoes, whoever you are, and Jetsetter Jordan.
Welcome. Yes, I've just jet-setted back from Yeppoon. The Poonies. That's what I say. You know, I was an honorary Poonie up at Yeppoon, obviously, and there was a pickleball competition. So hard fought pickleball competition, of course.
And as we said, that could be an entry into the Olympics soon. And we are talking about Olympics today. Mm-hmm. And just overnight, they did announce the two flag bearers, which, as we know, is very prestigious.
Yeah.
And no surprise in one, because it was Jessica Fox, the kayaker.
Yep. Well, predicted to win too. Yep.
And the other flag bearer was Eddie Ockenden.
What?
That's what I said.
What or who?
Eddie Ockenden.
Jeez, did you actually, you know, because I was wondering what you were doing earlier. I think you were actually practicing how to say that.
Well, I think it's pretty easy to say Ockenden.
Yeah.
This is Eddie Ockenden's 5th Olympics.
What?
He's captain of the Kookaburras, the hockey side. That's
okay.
why we don't know anything about
that's right. Well, you might not, of course, you know.
Well, I did.
I'm all over that stuff.
I did
not.
Well,
I do know the Netherlands always.
I did follow hockey back in the day because I lived next door to some very good hockey players back in Canberra, and we did sort of follow a bit of the hockey, and we were sort of winning everything in those days back in the 70s and 80s. And talking about we will get to the point. We will talk about the Kookaburras a little bit later on because they have been one of our disappointing sides in there. But Eddie Ockenden's played 414 games for the Kookaburras.
Wow. For the Kookaburras, for the Australian team.
The Australian team.
I didn't realise the Australian team had played that many games.
Well, we are one of the strongest nations in hockey. He's been playing. He's been playing
for 20 years.
It's his 5th Olympics.
20 games a year.
It's only 20 games a year.
But I mean, it's an international level. I didn't realise it was that many internationals. But there you go. Yeah. 414
games. He's captain, as I said, of the Kookaburras. And, of course, we know Jess Fox. She's probably a candidate for a gold medal in the kayaks.
Well, two.
Probably a couple. Yeah. You've got the numbers there.
She was definitely picked for 2. I just can't remember what they are. K5, K7, something.
Yeah. So look, the Kookaburras have been one of our very disappointing sides. They've usually gone into nearly every Olympics as a favourite, and I think they won in 2004, and they got beaten in Tokyo 2020. They got beaten in the final by, I think it might have been Belgium or something like that. It was a bit of an unexpected one. We sort of, we thought we were going to win that one, but they are one of the very disappointing teams. They a little bit of a Greg Norman. They have a bit of a choke at the Olympics, and
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, as they're saying, with Nielsen, but also there's a couple of them, if they're related or not. Someone can tell me this in regards to doing the research. Grace Note, I've seen Nielsen, I've seen Grace Note. Whether Grace Note is a subsidiary of Nielsen, who knows? But yeah, they've predicted that we are going to, I think, win 50-odd medals. 54.
54 medals.
Including 15 gold.
Well, hopefully we get more than 15 gold. We might get 15 in the bloody pool.
I mean, Russia's not allowed in, but I don't think that we have any overlaps there. Russians can't swim, can they? It's too cold.
No, usually it's just athletics that they're pretty good in weightlifting and boxing and things like that.
That's right.
They'll be in those ones. But look, in the pool...
there's no East Germany. They're going all right, aren't they?
East Germany?
Yeah, well, as far as weightlifters and all that's concerned.
But
I think what Olympics was that when they had the female
back in the 70s,
the East German swimming team? They didn't even have a pool 2 years before that. Then they rocked out, and they were like, they're all heavyweights, weren't they?
We spoke about that a couple of podcasts ago about Raylene Boyle up against virtually men. Back in the 70s, and she was beaten into the silver, I think. She was
literally beaten.
Yeah, for sure.
Cornered.
So we've got a few contenders, especially in the pool, I suppose.
Well, the pool is definitely the big one, isn't it?
Well,
and we're seeing Titmus.
Yeah, we're going to say Ariana Titmus is up
Titmus
against
is there for a couple.
Katie Ledecky again. She won the gold.
McEwen, of course.
Yeah, Ariana Titmus won the 400 against Katie Ledecky. It was a bit of a shock last time. She won 2 golds. She won 2 gold.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just looking at this here, and then looking at the 4x100 relay, medley relay, or the 4x200 freestyle, 100 freestyle, and of course, Titmus is the 400 freestyle and 200. So you think she might be up for 3, 4, probably 4 medals, depending on how it goes. But
absolutely, yeah,
she's done well. She sort of came out of relative obscurity, and then bang, the last Olympics.
Yeah, she made the big move from Tasmania apparently to
the mainland,
to Queensland. Yeah,
I'm leaving Tassie, Mum.
Up to Queensland.
I'm going.
I can't think of her fairly eccentric sort of coach's name is, but he was the guy that went sort of a lunatic when she won.
Him,
the blonde-haired guy.
I remember him. Yeah,
that's her coach.
That was almost, they got a little bit too excited. We all.
It was like it was like
she's a bit of a poster girl, so
it was like Laurie Lawrence.
There was some talk in the change rooms, I think.
Oh, okay. It was
he was
like
a good man.
It was like Laurie Lawrence when he went off when Duncan Armstrong won the 200 in 1988. He was slapping the guy who's interviewing him, going, "What do you think? What do you think? We didn't come here to get silver," and he's going off.
Actually,
it'd
be interesting to have a look at the best spectator moments. I'd have a laugh when we got the 2000 Olympics. Was it John Fay? What was his name? Bloody premier or something, and he jumped out of his...
John Carl.
Carl, was it? And he jumped out of his seat. I thought it was Fay or something. He jumped out of his seat.
John Fay.
Went flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And the winner is... Sydney!
He couldn't even say
it. It was Sydney.
He couldn't even say it. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Call yourself an Aussie or not.
Absolutely.
What's going on in the world?
But, look, as I said, I was saying to you there before, I did watch a replay of that 1988 swim by Duncan Armstrong when he rode. He came into the race ranked 46th in the world, and he rode on the wave or the wake.
That's my ranking locally, mate.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
It's only 45 competitors.
He rode on the wave of Matt Biondi, the favourite, the American, 6'6" American, and he just sat right beside him, and he pulled him along, and then in the end he just overtook him. Biondi was more of a sprinter, where Armstrong had trained over the longer distances, so he knew if he was there with him with 75 to go, he would be able to hold him off. Matt Biondi just blew himself away, and Armstrong got the gold in a world record time, Laurie Lawrence went crazy in the stands.
Yeah, Laurie Lawrence.
Great.
Laurie Lawrence.
Oh, great. He's still around and still very passionate about Australia.
He did this. Did he do the slip, slop, slap? Sort of.
No, he does the.
He did something.
No, he does the.
He's too good. He's too good to have just been lost after that.
Shut the gate. The kids' pool fence
so close.
stuff.
Close.
Yeah, close.
You did have the slip, slop, slap.
It had to be something to do with swimming.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Laurie Lawrence.
I just feel I was so close, I thought I had that one. Damn it.
Yeah. And we've got, in the swimming, you've got the stats there. We've got a few world record holders.
Yeah. I know, look, the swimming is big, and we always go well in the swimming. And look, love you swimmers. That's awesome. But I also love it's the little ones. It's the ones the unexpected ones that you don't realise. We're always expected to go okay in the swimming, and I'm not discounting that at all, because swimming's awesome, and it's hard work and good on them. But it's also the little ones. I mean, we're just looking at this again. So
that's
BMX freestyle were predicted. Obviously, Jessica Fox. That's cool.
And that's why I brought up
sailing.
That's why I brought up the Duncan Armstrong. He came from nowhere. It was a bit like a Stephen Bradbury, but they didn't fall over.
But we're looking at talking about falling over. There's the pole vault were predicted for silver, so hopefully we don't fall over there. Or the high jump, there we are. You are falling over, aren't you? Falling over a pole for that.
Fosbury flop.
So looking at that, then Nicola. Oh, you go. I shouldn't pronounce anything, man. I can't do it after you do it so well.
I know we've got Harry Garside in the boxing. Harry Garside in the boxing is a contender. He's his name should probably show up there somewhere.
Actually, come to think of it, time difference. That's going to be quite interesting. I think might be a few late nights. I think it's what, a 8-hour difference?
Yeah, well, I watched a bit of the rugby last night, the rugby sevens. Australia won their first 2 matches. That was on at 11:30 our time, and I think it was first thing in the morning pretty much over there. So it was, and it was still going, I think, well into the wee hours of our time. So, yeah, that would make it about probably 12 or 12 or 13 hour.
I mean, it's enough that it's like, they
12 or 13 hours.
O'clock.
Yeah, would have been probably 10:30 in the morning.
6 a.m. We're going to miss a lot of the day. You're going to have to be staying up at night.
Yeah, but they're going to be replaying.
Get night shifts, people.
There's plenty of highlights.
Find a job where you can sit there and watch telly. Get paid for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so canoeing, of course. Cycling. Well, cycling have always been pretty good.
Always
Diving.
strong in cycling.
Diving,
yeah.
We've predicted a couple of silvers there.
Well, who's our diving competitors?
Russo.
We got a name there for the divers.
Cassiel Russo. Men's 10-metre platform.
Yeah.
And women's 3-metre springboard synchronised. Smith and Keeney. Thank you for allowing me to be able to pronounce that. Thank God. I was a bit worried with Cassiel.
How are we looking for? We did win the gold.
Hockey. There you go. Here's your hockey.
Yeah, what are we looking at?
Silver.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me.
Who's going to knock us off? Netherlands. So or Great Britain.
Not sure. In the
rowing, rugby sevens, women's.
We should be one of the favourites for that.
Skateboarding, surfing. Well, that's.
Well, okay. Getting back to the beach ball, beach volleyball, beach ball.
We're not going back to our naked Olympics, are we?
Did we get something there in the beach volleyball? Did you see where the beach volleyball is set up?
Might be at volleyball. So I was looking at tennis.
Go have a crack
for
at
a silver
beach.
there.
Yeah,
that's not surprising after our effort at Wimbledon. We really should have taken that.
But have you seen where the beach volleyball is going to be played? It's
something interesting.
It's absolutely sensational to look at. They've got all the courts with all the sand and grandstands around at the foot of the Eiffel Tower.
Ooh.
So they take a big pan back a bit, and there's the Eiffel Tower just going up. It's incredible. Looks great.
Better not hit the ball too high, mate.
Yeah. But it does look sensational. Right at the foot of the Eiffel Tower.
Mate,
so
there's
one of the icons.
No beach volleyball here. Basketball.
But we won the gold medal in the last one. We won the gold medal in the last beach volleyball, so I would have thought that in the women's we did.
Don't know.
Okay. Well, look, the basketball.
Can I say, mate? It's just not here.
Okay, in the basketball, we won the bronze.
Something.
We won the bronze in the last Olympics, and I know that the team has in the lead-up games they've gone very, very well. They beat France, and they lost to the United States by only 7 points. Whether or not those teams did maybe change their sides around a little bit or not, I don't know. But another time. But anyway,
no, we have done. Yeah, I think we punch.
Bronze medal is our best.
Do you know what I want to say? I reckon we punch above our weight.
In basketball?
Well, generally.
Well, we do.
So when you think about it, when we're how many people now? 25 million, 26?
27 million, I think.
27?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Certainly not the breeding program, so they must be coming in. So if we look at that, that's about how many people are in California. I think the Californian economy is actually the 4th biggest in the world or something ridiculous. But anyway, the point is that, for a little country and everything, we go hard. We do put a lot into our sport, and we do have a lot more opportunities as a first world country to develop that against second world, third world countries, for example, who may not have the same opportunities as we do here. So there is I know, but who cares? Regardless, we go well. But we expect as well, though.
Well, in the mid-70s and early 80s, we had a couple of very poor Olympics.
Yeah.
And then we set up
I think everyone was hanging around in spas, so you people's places swapping keys back then. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. But we set up the Australian Institute. I can't even say it. The Australian Institute of Sport.
Practiced, mate.
I didn't practice that one.
See, I told you.
The Australian Institute of Sport in Canberra for swimmers and athletics. And they pumped a lot of money into it. And we did reap the benefits in the from the late 80s onwards. So, a lot of great athletes have gone through that.
Johnny Howard was, obviously, he was big on his sport. And
Well, that would have been around about
maybe.
the Hawke era that it was probably set up, and then Howard would have taken over later on. But we do pump a lot of money in, and I think, as I said before, Gina Reinhardt has put a lot of money into the Australian swim team.
Yep.
I mean, she's got a lot of money to spare.
I know.
She'd probably spill more, dollars on the dance floor on a Friday night than we earn in a year.
I wonder why swimming, you think being in mining might be more shot put, like chucking around rocks or something like that. She looks like she enjoy a shot put, No
we won't go there. Won't go there.
Well, granted,
she might be listening. We were looking
she
at
got a bit upset with the.
We were looking
netballers,
at a Hancock sort of sponsorship. We were looking at a Hancock sponsorship. That's gone now, probably.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. But what else we got? What other favourites we got there?
Well, we've got a few, but just while you're having a look, I was doing a read with Anna Mears, who famous cyclist. She's
great
awesome,
cyclist,
amazing. Yeah. So she's I'll say this as an Aussie, chef de mission. There you go, a chef de mission.
What is that?
That's Betty head honcho, I guess.
Well, yeah, she
Anna
is.
Mears.
Oh, she is. Yes, she is at the moment.
And she said for the last two games, like before this, what happened is they had basically a quota. So the athletes and everything were expected to bring home as like return for, for the Australian Institute of Sport or whatever you want to call it. There was a return on investment. So they had to go over and they had to win a certain amount. They actually had the pressure on them to say, we put this into you, you better win a medal or else.
I did hear that.
But what they found was obviously they'd have the opposite approach. I mean, you're going up against the best in the world. You don't need added pressure. Some people thrive off that kind of pressure, but I think a lot don't. And, of course, I think it backfires. So I think the last couple, she was saying that they don't have that pressure on them. And you've seen the results go up, especially in the last couple, quite strongly. So, yeah, this is something that I thought was a little bit interesting. I get why they might put quotas on and everything, but I never thought, publicly that would be something that you say, well, you better win your medal, or we're not investing in you anymore, or something like that. But no, that's just me. I do get both sides of it, but I don't think it's very helpful for motivation.
Yeah, but you've sort of got to have some motivation. But look, motivation is
bloody gold medal's motivation.
I was about to say, motivation is the gold medal itself. And getting back to that Duncan Armstrong, he was saying that that last 12 strokes that he had in that race, he just put his head down, took a breath, and he virtually all his life, all the hard work that he'd done in his life, just sort of came before his eyes as he touched the end of the pool, and he looked up, and he said he looked across and all the water was smooth on either side of him, and he knew that he'd won. Yeah, right. It's when it's obviously splashing and people are there, someone's right there, but he looked up and it was smooth. Yeah. And he said it was the experience. He said it's everything you dream of. He said that everything went into slow motion. It was like car crash slow motion, and all your efforts and training that you'd done over the years just passed before his eyes, and in that one split moment, he said it was it's everything you could have dreamed of, that winning that gold medal. So you shouldn't need motivations for medal tallies at the end. They'll accumulate over time with the effort and people winning medals. So it's
Well, we know what it's like. I won a bronzy in my pickleball, mate. I'm excited.
Oh, you haven't stopped speaking about it.
The old Poonie contest, mate.
Well, you won the gold medal at the Gold Coast, didn't you?
Well, I did. Yeah. Actually, the old Poonie was tougher than that, but we won't go into that.
Yeah.
So I reckon, and what we're saying here is that the first night, so I'm reading here, of the will be the swimming. We've always got to get off well. We've got to have an absolute bag full after the swimming to finish fifth, because most of the medals have got to come from swimming. We've got to be up there 1, 2, 3 after swimming.
We do.
Otherwise, forget it. We're going to drop off. It's just the way it is.
Well, we've got... sorry.
We're going to say Ariana Titmus is forecast to defend her Olympic 400-metre freestyle. This is the first night against America's Katie Ledecky.
Now, Katie Ledecky is one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
The Americans sprout her as the all-time great, but as I said in a few podcasts ago, Shane Gould, in my opinion, gets that for her versatility and a very short career, but all those world records. But Katie Ledecky has been going for about 12 years and has won everything except for that 400 in the last one where Ariana just tipped her out.
Yeah, well, she's meant to win against and then and win in, as we said, the 4x100 relay as well. So,
well, we've got Cam McAvoy in the 50 sprint.
Yeah.
Cam McAvoy, he's the favourite.
Yeah. Well, obviously Kaylee McEwen.
Yep, for sure.
Molly O'Callaghan.
Yeah, Molly O'Callaghan.
She
holds the world record. She's a great swimmer.
And so she's good at 200. So I reckon Titmus will
Titmus more of a...
Yeah, McAvoy, Stubbly Cook in the breaststroke.
Now, what a great name, Stubbly Cook.
Stubbly Cook.
Great name. He's in the breaststroke, is he?
Pretty good. Right.
Stubbly Cook, I think, in the breaststroke.
Stubbly Cook.
Yep. What other? Obviously, we do well on the relays. We always do well on the relays. Remember what was the name of that? Our swim team back, the 4x100 men's team when they smashed the Americans. I think it might have even been in Sydney. We gave them a nickname, didn't we? It's not the Awesome Foursome. That was the rowing, but it was the Mean Machine. I think it was.
The Mean Machine. I think you're right.
I think it was the Mean Machine.
I remember the Mean Machine.
And they played the guitars at the end. Michael Klim and that, because I think one of the Americans had said something, we'll smash you like guitars, breaking guitars, and we won it in world record time. And
so we got out there.
Klim and that all got up and played the guitars on. I think.
Plug it in.
Yeah. Give it to them. Give it to the Americans. Look, a great rivalry with the Americans in the pool. It's usually us and them.
It is. So China's been sneaking in a bit, hasn't it?
But can we count them?
I don't know. They have a special convoy just for their own drug tests, don't they? Oh, here's my vial. I've already got it.
As a matter of fact,
Should I say that? Who cares?
I think that they are getting some extra testing done on the Chinese because I think they actually have more tests during the Olympics. There's designated more tests for the Chinese because there's a couple of things in the last month in their swimming things. They're looking at it going, this is a bit, this is a bit suspect. So they have got extra testing.
Well, there was a story years ago where the Olympic testers came in and they couldn't bribe them or whatever because it was just after that scandal. And, there was all that bribery and corruption going on with the Olympic Committee and that stand down and that. And they knew they couldn't bribe them. And apparently, they went to test the Russians, and all they could see is everyone running, towing a bolt, like running for cover. Like it was like a whisper in the crowd. It's like like if you're underage at a club or something, the cops are here. Like no, and then woof, off they go. Everyone's bailing out.
That's like a big building work site when the safe work guys come on. Everyone bolts.
Exactly.
Off they go.
Yeah, well, that's a bit topical at the moment too, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep, swimming. No, keep going with the swimming.
I wasn't going to go to the swimming. That's like some main ones, but I just wanted to tip on. I don't know what time's at, but tip on is like with the field and the track, and we've got some good runners and everything, but no running. There's not going to be anyone that's going to be there in the middle distance running or anything who is actually tipped to win a medal. It's all in the field events, high jumping. As
apparently,
I said,
look. I'll just cut you off there for a second. Apparently, and I heard it on the news, that we have got a bit of a smoky in the 200 metres, a girl.
Ooh.
And, we'll have to find her name. And she's a bit of a smoky. She's done some really exceptional times in the track. And, I will find her name and we'll mention her again. But that just popped into my head there, that one. So, I mean...
Oh, well, it's all the girls too. I don't know. Maybe if we could track them back and they've all come similar era or something like that. But
what happened to that guy?
High jumping pair.
What happened to that guy who won the
pole vault?
The 100
bronze.
The guy that ran in the 100 for us. He last Olympics. He went really well. He made the final.
Oh, he did make the final, didn't he?
Yeah. I'm just wondering. We haven't heard anything about him at all.
Yeah. No, he's disappeared. Well, but then again, we're only looking at the top three.
True.
Predicting top three. They don't have maybe they should have like a website, bad luck, why you're turning up.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you bothering? I'm only joking because anyone who can get to the Olympics is a legend.
Well,
and
absolutely,
beyond.
Absolutely. And
I reckon, all these things, it's like any predictions and that, they hardly ever turn out like they are. I mean, it's good to see that we're, that the predictions are strong for us, but once again, it's always that smoky, isn't it? It's always, whether that's an Aussie thing, it's always that person, that underdog that you want to see get up and win, and
the Stephen Bradburys, the Duncan Armstrongs,
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's why, I don't know about you, that's why I watch the Olympics.
Of course it is.
For that, that pump up and that.
Yeah.
Someone sneaking up and obviously top the Americans. I mean, oops, did I say that? Yes.
Yeah, that unexpected victory by someone who's just come out of the blue. Yeah,
beat those guys.
Yeah, yeah.
We love it, especially it was something they're really good at. That's why I think about basketball. The women's basketball team actually did. Oh, no, they had the 3x3. The 3x3, yeah, is that the basketball? They predicted it would go okay, the women's. Yeah,
well, Lauren Jackson's making a comeback. This will be, I think, her 5th Olympics.
Okay.
She's a legend of Australian basketball, women's basketball. A Canberra girl, of course. Good Canberra girl. The tennis. Now,
I love how you
I'm always getting a Canberra thing. Mate,
you got some secret side deal with Canberra tourism, I think, mate.
I have with Canberra tourism.
You must be up to $4 by now. Is that a tax deduction?
The tennis. Okay, now tennis was at the very first modern Olympics back in Athens in 1896. Dimanu is playing.
He is?
No, he's playing. I heard he's playing. I heard he's fit now. Yeah. He's fit. He's announced that he's right to play. Now, the number 1 seed, whoever that is it Alcatraz or not Alcatraz? Alcaraz. Or
be good if he's in there.
Alcaraz, he might as well because he's pulled out.
Has he?
Yes, he's pulled out.
There'll be Sinner. I mean, there's Sinner.
He's got pneumonia or something. I'm pretty sure whoever the top seed was, or the number
Medvedev, but he's Russian. He can't play, can he?
Yeah, I don't know. But the number 1 seed can't play. He's something's happened to him. So yeah. But,
the old Ruskies. We talk about. I think we talked about this before, not live, was it? That they've been given the boot. They're expecting maybe a dozen Russians to compete independently, whatever that means. And obviously because of Ukraine, they had that doping scandal back in that 2019 as well. That's why they all went under the Russian Olympic Committee. That's why I was having that chat before about them all literally doing a runner when the testers were coming.
Absolutely. Yeah. But look, in the sevens, the rugby sevens, as you said there before, the women are expected to either get gold or silver. Yeah. I mean, the New Zealand side.
We bred them tough here, mate.
Yeah. And as I said, we did win our 2 games in the men's sevens, and they're into the quarterfinals tonight.
Really?
Yes, already. So the games have actually started before the opening ceremony.
Yep.
And we play Argentina, who are quite good in the rugby sevens. So we don't appear to be at the moment in the sights of Fiji and the New Zealanders, who are both right up there in sevens. But we have been going very well, especially in the women's, and the men's have won a few tournaments in the World Sevens. So as a team, we should be right up there.
They're literally smashing. I love to see that when the girls get in there and go hard. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, look, the girls play a great open brand of rugby. Have we got any smokies? As I said, Harry Garside in the boxing, he's pretty confident, but most boxers are confident till they end up on their bum in the middle of the... But...
I think we'll just have to wait and see. I think that there's obviously some big promise. I think the pool is huge. As I said before, we've got to stack up hard and well in that to have any chance of finishing 5th, 6th, or top, even top 10.
Overall, you're talking.
Yeah, overall.
There. Yeah. And, hopefully we get in the top 5.
Yeah. Well, you think we'd do okay. We've got a very strong, contingency going over.
I think it's one of the strongest swimming teams we've ever sent away. So, if we can get 15, maybe 20 medals there, it's off to a great start, then we'll always slow right down the second week, obviously. Our strength no more is the athletics, as it used to be back in the 50s and 60s, and when we dominated, the scene, but and I don't know why, but we've pumped plenty of money into it and everything, but we're just not pumping them out.
I'm just thinking about how we have to stay up late at night when you think about the French Open and Wimbledon, and yeah, mate, we might have to, as I said, book in a couple of reports to be done the next day.
Well, there's always the highlights. We might do a podcast, I think, after the first week of swimming, and maybe recap it.
I think it'd be pretty exciting. I think we'll all be a bit pumped about that one.
For sure. That'd be good to do.
Maybe put a couple of snippets, when they're hearing the big wins might be cool to put in.
Yeah, and we might have uncovered a smoky who came out of the blue. Well, there
always is.
Well, as I said, going back, was it John Sebens? I think that was his name. He came out of the blue. It must have been in it must have been 84. We always get a swimmer who does do exceptionally well and comes out of the blue. So hopefully we can.
We do, and I'm keen to watch.
Absolutely.
I'll get into it.
All right, no worries. So we'll wind this one up, and if you have been listening, thanks for listening. Tell your friends. If you haven't been listening,
that's right. You'll still ponder and wonder what is missing in your life.
Absolutely.
Some people try to find the meaning in life. This is it.
This is it.
Yes.
Couch potatoes and sports tragics.
That's right.